We're live.
Hey, Mike.
Oh.
Hey, I forgot my son.
Oh, I forgot your
my glasses, not sunglasses.
Yeah, you don't want those on.
It's dark in this. Wait a minute. My eye hole's in the front.
Well, I gotta find the slits.
That's my ear.
I know, but
Ah, darn.
where's the slit?
I need to wear a patch or something.
There.
Where's my mommy?
That's your eye
Man, I should
slit.
have dressed myself for it.
Find your other eye slit. All right, I got the ears.
Couldn't. Yeah, you're right.
slits.
My ear's up there, but close enough. I'm taking it off.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, this is. We done yet? I'm not giving my name.
It's
out.
live.
What's live?
We're live.
Drop. I can't see.
We're live.
Hey, this is Johnny Kincaid. Welcome back to Johnny Kincaid's. What's the name of the show?
Show.
Johnny
Podcast.
Kincaid Show. Okay.
This is Johnny
If
Kincaid's
you didn't watch
podcast.
last week, the reason I'm wearing this bag and looking kind of stupid, which I don't normally look, is because I had to use my real mask to wipe my butt because I couldn't find toilet paper anywhere.
I thought that was your real mask.
What? This?
Yeah.
Well,
That's your all-inclusive mask.
sometimes
And
I wear this.
for toilet paper and
This
everything.
receipt. Depends on what store I go in. Here, I'm going to take this off so people can see.
That's the Universal Browns mask.
I may as well put it back on. Yeah. Anyway. Hey, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the show last week. Hey, I got a question for y'all. This is serious. Okay, anyway. Whatever you call that, he dropped it. There's a word for that. He dropped the bag.
Mask on the floor.
Isn't that a term? He dropped the bag.
Yeah,
No, it's dropped the ball.
Can
That's
be,
it.
yeah.
Anyway,
Unless
I'm
you're
ad-libbing. Where's my...
carrying a bag.
He dropped the bag. No ball. Okay. Anyway, if you watched last week, I gave you some tips on how to end this coronavirus sooner than we think. It's wear underwear on your heads. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was a good tip. Thank you, Michael.
So it's working.
It's the
then,
same
right?
pair.
Everybody's going back to normal.
Well, not yet.
Are you taking credit for this?
I'm not normal.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I'm normal yet.
I thought maybe you were taking credit for everybody.
Well, I will
Going
take
back.
some credit if they come on TV in a couple days. Say, hey, it's going. I don't know what happened.
And they got
And if
underwear on.
you guys ought to put it out. Well, one crazy guy say wear underwear on your head, and now the virus disappears. Scared the virus.
Yeah.
Anyway, I want to know how many of you went shopping this weekend and wore your underwear on your head. You didn't?
No. I don't wear underwear.
Michael did. That's too much information. Anyway, last week I told you I was going to do a serious interview with a respiratory therapist, works in a real hospital. And I'm not going to be like Google and the rest of them. Say, yeah, we're going to show it, and we wait 20 minutes to talk about something else. So we're going to bring that up pretty quick. And, hey, what are you doing?
Where's that on your notes? You got like everything underlined. How do you know which one you're supposed to look at?
I don't.
That's what.
I got clipboards and everything else, different colored pens for basically 3 notes.
Little sheets, big sheets.
As long as your social
Post-it
security's
notes.
not on there, you're probably right.
Yeah.
You know, got a phone number on there.
Yeah,
I
don't
mean, it's
give
in the
out
shot.
information of your.
I got it on my
Personal
hand.
self.
What's my phone? Johnny, what's your phone? It's I'll give you Michael's.
You do have pen marks all over your finger, though.
Because I was writing with a pen. Are you making a word name? You whistling?
I forget what I was doing.
Chestnuts roasting on open fire. That's a Christmas song.
Oh, like you were saying, Tarzan, like Carbonate Tarzan.
What?
You were saying I sounded like Carol.
You sound like Tarzan. You
did
didn't sound like
Tarzan.
him just walking in. You did some kind of...
No, I didn't.
What
do
was it?
Immediately? I don't know. I was just making noises. Da, da, da.
It sounds like a sick cow, doesn't it? That sounds like somebody's got that virus. Anyway, we don't want to delay too much longer. Okay. We want... Chicken. Okay, anyway, we'd like to make animal noises. Is this mic on? Last week we had to redo the show because my mic was off for 20 minutes.
And he's the star, so he didn't like that.
It was my wife's favorite show. Yeah, I got to be nice to her this. We've got an anniversary coming up, so I can't say anything not nice till week after next. Then I'll be back on my roll. Love you, honey. Yeah. Till at least next week. Anyway, you got that video, Michael?
Yep.
So here's
give me a
the
minute.
video, and we're going to show you a little clip. We'll be back in a little bit and see what
Give me
happens.
just one moment.
One more minute. Say it, Michael. Tick tock, tick tock. No pressure. Tick tock, tick tock. Up. Taking place on May 10th, 2020. I'm interviewing a respiratory therapist who works in a major hospital in a major U.S. city. First question, what is a respiratory therapist?
We deal with all the respiratory diseases. We work real close with pulmonologists. Same amount of schooling as an RN has, but very specific in terms of the lung diseases, asthma, COPD, emphysema. And in doing that, we deal with a lot of technology, a lot of machines. I'm sure you've heard of CPAPs, BiPAPs, of course, the ventilators. Everybody's heard that word during the pandemic, ventilator. I think people are starting to understand that. There's high flow nasal cannulas. There's a number of machines, technology that we use. So in my schooling, we learned about the lungs and the anatomy and all about the diseases, but we also learn about all the different machines that are involved. And what's interesting for us is when they talk about this pandemic and they talk about docs and nurses. It's just funny with me and my colleagues. Nobody mentions respiratory therapists because, well, a lot of people don't know what we do. But we're definitely frontline workers. You know, we're the ones right over the head of the patient, assisting anesthesia, intubating, and we put the people on the ventilators and we take them off the ventilator. So we're definitely in there and very, very much involved and, very crucial in the care of these patients. We're right there in the mix of it.
Yeah, can you describe some of your equipment?
When this whole pandemic started, it started kind of slow. We heard about it happening in other countries, Italy in particular, and here we are in the United States knowing it's going to come. But man, when it hit, and it hit so fast, and I'm sure everybody heard in the media that this PPE, personal protective equipment, we didn't have enough of it. And I'm just going to go through a couple things that we didn't have a lot of in the beginning, but thank God now we do. I mean, this stuff has always been around, but because it happened so much and there were so many where, we didn't have time. There was who thought where we just didn't have enough to go because it went so quickly. And number one, it's the mask, and they call it the N95 mask.
So that's a famous N95 mask.
Yep, N95, blue, right? And in hospital, we're fit tested for these. There's different sizes, so it's something that we do on an annual basis. It's a protocol we go through. We put these on, and they put this hood over us, and they squirt in a liquid like saccharin, and we talk and read stuff if we can taste the sweetness or whatever. So it's very important that it has to fit right. And I'm always concerned about the public. I see people wear these. They don't understand. They have to be fit tested. Also, I see people wearing these out in public, and they got a full beard. I like to wear a goatee, but I can't because this has to lay flat on the skin. I have a mustache, but the mustache is not going to get in the way of that. So the N95, it has a lot of filtration in between the material, and it's been tested many, many times, and nothing can get through this. And so we're very happy to have that. But unfortunately, in the beginning of this pandemic, and it happened so quick, having all these patients, in the, we had these, but we had to use the same one for a number of days. But we're finally at a point where that's not the case anymore. We have more of it, and because of a lot of corporations, a lot of people involved, it's really, really helped us a lot to have that. But anyhow, the N95, and I put this on my face. I don't have it right here for the sake of this demonstration, but we also put another mask over that, so we have double masks. Got some gloves, and we double glove. Because when you're in doing something in the patient's room, especially like sometimes we have to draw blood, it's called the ABG, or sometimes we have to get in there, do some suctioning. When I'm done with that stuff, I take that pair of gloves off. So I got a fresh pair of gloves underneath those gloves, right? And I'm hoping that people that you see at Walmart and Kmart, they got the same gloves on. And a lot of times I see them go to their car with the same gloves on, get in and drive around. What is that doing? But we're always double, triple gloving, always changing our gloves. And then on top of that, we got the shield to protect our eyes, because this virus is also airborne and it's droplets, so you never know. You want to cover all that stuff. So we put that on. And then I got a hood.
Of course, and
I got this whole bodysuit that I put on all the way up.
Yeah.
So my bald head is covered. Everything is covered.
They're recommending everybody nowadays to wear a cloth mask when you're out in public. Can you give some tips on wearing these masks, how to clean them, how you store them in between using them?
Per the CDC, the cloth masks, obviously, they're not as good as the N95. And I'm grateful for what the media is saying. Don't use these, because we want to have them, for people like myself that works in the hospital. But that cloth masks, they're fine. And remember, you're putting those masks on because you don't know if you have it. So you're putting it on to protect somebody else.
There's a sample.
Hey, you can wash these. If you hand wash them fine, or you put them in the washing machine, but put them in the dryer, because the heat is, from what they say, will kill the virus. I had a friend that had the mask, and he would just set it on his dashboard. Well, is that a smart thing to do? Not a very good smart. Let's say if the virus, and you put it on your dashboard. No, you should have like a paper bag when you come in. Put it in a paper bag, and then but just put it in something. Just don't. I've seen people hanging on their rear view mirror, like what the heck is that?
Yeah.
Or whatever. So people have to really be conscious. If you really want to be clean, think about changing your gloves. And the most important thing, even more than the mask, even more than the gloves, wash your hands. If you're thinking you're washing your hands a lot, wash them even more. Hand sanitizers, constantly. I can't. My skin in some of these areas have just been worn down. But that's the main thing: is keep your hands clean. That's the most important part. Because if your hands are dirty, you pick up a clean mask. Well, the mask is dirty. So.
Hey, well, we appreciate you doing this interview, and
Yep.
and I hope you all got some good information from this interview. And the bottom line, if you feel like wearing the mask makes you feel safer, absolutely do it.
Yeah, right.
We're not criticizing or recommending anything other than you listen to what the health professionals tell
Sure.
you to do.
And they say the mask and 6 feet apart. That's fine.
Yes,
And do that.
definitely.
But again, I just want to stress again, because I see it so much. Because I go to Walmart and Kroger's. Wear gloves, fine, but man, you're gonna have to change up them gloves, and just don't throw your gloves on the parking lot. I can't tell you, I walk around and I'm driving over gloves. Really, people?
Yeah, thank you very much. Everybody out there, be good and safe to each other. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.
All right, we're back. If you would like to get more information, we have the full interview up on Johnny Kincaid's main channel. It's just at Johnny Kincaid. All right.
Hey, I heard he's funniest man on YouTube. Did you put that on the definition or the notes?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Funniest.
Yeah.
It sounded like you did.
Yeah.
Here, I wrote
totally.
I wrote a little bit.
You wrote it down for me. I
Wrote
gotta
some,
put.
wrote some stuff to say about me later. I might need it.
Yeah, you keep your notes. I'll remember.
I'll have my people get a hold of you.
I'll remember. Don't worry about it.
I don't think I talked about this last. They got a lot of rules going on right now with this virus going around. Maybe you guys heard of some. I guess they got one. It's rough out there for people. I guess now peeping toms have to stay 6 feet away from your house. I mean, that's kind of rough, especially if they can't see that good.
Wearing binoculars also.
Is it?
Wearing them or taking them with them. I'm not condoning that,
Having them,
whatever it is.
However they bring them.
And then flashers. You don't hear about flashers anymore. Old guys in raincoats. I got a raincoat cut down to my waist, so it really doesn't hide much. I've heard it's hard to get a description of them people, the flashers I'm talking about, because it's like when a guy robs you and he sticks a gun in your face and you describe the man and said, well, the gun was 6 inches long. It's kind of like a flasher. What did he look like? Well, you get my drift? It was 6 inches long.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's smiling or not. Probably was. Weird. You don't hear about them in the news anymore. This virus, it's taken all the interesting news is gone. Some weirdo escaped. You never hear about it. I think he's making a podcast now. It's not me. I know what you guys are thinking. But anyway, I got the search team. The search team. Where's Johnny? Where's my notes? If you haven't noticed, I got clipboards. I'm into Post-its. A lot of people know me. Johnny's worried about Post-its. I got Post-its, all kind of stuff, basically for 3 notes. I'll say, where's my notes? Where's my notes?
You got underlined and highlighted and everything. I don't know how you know what.
I got different colored pens. I know I'm weird. My wife will tell you.
Do they mean anything, though?
They mean I like pretty colors.
Well, but does a red underline is more important than a black underline? How's that work?
Well, I'm not smart, but I would think a red underline would be more important, wouldn't you, Michael?
Yeah, probably.
But it's however you perceive it.
Well, stoplights are red. I mean, it's kind of.
Well, but when you put
important.
when you put a red underline, see, you got a black underline. If this was red underline, you wouldn't look at the black one. You look at the red one.
Yeah.
First. Is that what you're doing, or
I know.
Are you confusing yourself?
Well, I'll show you real quick. The writing is red. If I use red
So
writing,
then the black underline is.
I use a
important.
black underline.
Okay.
Really, there's no system. If there was, I wouldn't. Look, I'm not lying to you. My wife, if you ever meet her, if she ever comes on this show, which she probably won't, I begged her to, but she won't. I'm very unorganized.
But you look organized.
But, what do you mean, but? How do I look organized? I got 15 clipboards for a 10-minute show. This should be the whole year's worth.
Yeah.
This is for my first 5-minute clip.
Shoot.
What was I going to say now? Oh, Peeping Tom. I know you guys are on the edge of your seats. Yeah. Let me move. Oh, one thing about that. If you've seen last week's show, my wife said, you need to dress better and sit up straight. Okay. I think I'm dressed a little bit better. I'm still wearing the same underwear, but nobody knows that.
It's not the mask underwear, at least.
The what underwear?
The mask.
Your head underwear.
Oh, the mask underwear. I thought, is that a brand name or something? I don't even know what they are, jockeys or whatever. Why would you get jockey underwears? Aren't they little guys? Probably wouldn't be too tight on me, wouldn't they? Well, jockey underwear, I mean.
Right, or they fit just right. I don't know.
Well, they could. Mine always getting away. But anyway.
Yeah.
Peeping Tom, back on that story. Don't interrupt me. I hear crickets. Okay. We had the search team, the research team on that thing. And I looked up what Peeping Tom, how that came about. And I guess back in olden times, I'll say that because I don't know what year it was. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if it's a true story, but because I only read part of the article. I'm not a big reader. I'll read the first line, and one in the middle and one at the end. You guys good readers? Because I'd skip quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Do you read?
Do I read what?
Sir Michael's over here sleeping.
I read enough.
Do you? Well, I took that speed reading course.
Read.
There was some course on there, the old guys, Evelyn Woods speed reading. I've done that my whole life. In other words, I don't read much of it. It's quick. I read Peeping Toms, and there was something middle, and then the end.
Yeah.
That's the end of the story. I missed the beginning. I don't know what his middle name was, okay? Anyway, back in olden days, there was this lady, Godiva. I don't know what her last name was. Was her first name Lady? Last name Godiva. If you guys want to look it up,
believe me.
Email the...
Just believe me.
Email. Just believe me, he said. Believe me. You can trust me. Lady Godiva. And her husband was a king, I think, or a big shot in town. Like I said, I read that story about 15 minutes ago. I forget half of it. And she didn't like the way he treated the townspeople. So I skipped a few lines. And then he said, okay, you got to ride naked through town on a horse. But, here's the key story. But he forbid anybody from looking at her. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's the key, people. But one weirdo looked. Guess what his name was?
Johnny Kincaid.
No, this is before I came.
So Tom.
No, just Tom, not so Tom. His name was Tom.
Gotcha.
And hence, that's where the name comes. If his name would have been Greg, it would have been Peeping Greg. That sounds weird.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or Peeping Michael. That sounds weird, too. So anyway, that's how he got the name. Anyway, if I got these twitches. I don't know if you guys noticed. A few years ago, my wife pushed me down. Well, she didn't push me down. I fell down these stairs. Mm-hmm. It was a mystery. The cops didn't arrest anybody. But but anyway, that's a true story, Touch. My wife was living in the basement. She's weird too, people. She wasn't captive. She was living in a basement where we first met.
The Peeping Tom story into my life in the basement.
I lived above ground, but she lived in the basement.
You're peeping in her basement window.
But anyway, I was pretty agile back in the day. This 25 years ago, folks, and longer than that, 27 years or so. Anyway, I came from outside, and it was wintertime. Where we live, it's cold. My feet were slick, so I went to walk down the basement, and the feet flew straight out from under me, and I threw my arm up. And ever since then, I've had this twitch, and I know it's got to be from me falling down them stairs. What else could it be, Michael? What do you think? I think it's from that.
Yeah, it couldn't be anything else.
Normally, but
definitely stairs.
I love my Mountain Dew.
Every now and then when you have a swig of Mountain Dew, it gets worse.
It does?
I think.
But, like I said.
You had trouble getting a lid on it.
Oh, my God.
I like my Mountain Dew. Sit up straight up, Michael.
Oh, my God.
These are all true.
Sorry.
The sad part of this, these stories are all true.
I'm trying to get it together. Oh,
all right,
man.
I know. Well, let me check my notes.
Wow.
The other thing, I'd never use both sides. That way I get it through. I keep the Steno notebook people in business. Hey, we got during this pandemic, I can't spell it, but anyway, I've been trying to stay in shape. I think we got a video of one of my workouts. It's Johnny doing push-up. We want to tell you, please check with your doctor before you try any stunts that I do, because I'm a trained professional.
Yeah. All right, I'll get that up. Are you wanting to show everybody your workout right now?
No, just show other people. Yeah, we'll show people. He's getting a video up. In the meantime, Michael, what's new with you?
There we go.
Oh, there I am. That's it.
It's not where I wanted it, but yeah.
That's hard to do, people.
Yeah.
Get a lot. Then I'm exhausted.
Looks like you got to be in space to do that.
Here, let's try that again.
What?
To be
Did
up
you
off
see-
the ground for 5 seconds.
No, I just want to see that.
Which
again.
are very aerodynamic.
Yeah. So you're in a wind tunnel?
See if I can get that to play
It's in the
again.
garage.
There you go.
There it goes. Is it up? See, now, guys, when you do this, make sure you're wearing athletic supporter because things get pretty
Do
tight.
you do
when
it
you're on-
once, or how
That'd be
many
good
times
if-
do you do that?
If you did it off your back like that, that would be even more talented.
Well, I can do it if it reverses the video, but
Ah,
Keith, I don't want anybody out there getting hurt trying to duplicate some of the things I do because pretty agile. You should have seen me get off his couch quickly.
So is that just once?
Well, that's one rotation.
that was just,
Yeah,
That's one rep.
that's
You know,
only one push-up.
that's one I usually do like 300 or 400. In fact, I did one right before we went on. That's why I'm a little out of breath.
You got to do it where the wind's real thick.
Thick.
Can't
I should have taken a video when we went to Holy Land. This is a true story. I floated in the Dead Sea.
Yeah, that's a thing.
The preacher we went with had a funny joke. I'll tell it. I thought it was kind of. I didn't get the punchline. I said, "So what was that joke about the Dead Sea?" And he said, "I'm so old that when I was younger, the Dead Sea was only sick." And then Goofy me, he said that, and I said, "Well, yeah, we'll tell a joke." That's oh wait a minute, that was it. It took me a while to catch on to, but now I think it's funny. In fact, I'm saying it on national TV.
It was the 6C before.
At least 5 people see this. So we got that video. Hey, there's another video I was looking at the other day because I'm constantly on Google because my wife's working at home. I'm in the living room watching TV all day long. Then there's sports on.
Yeah.
Really? You can't get no badminton tournament or something going? Because badminton, you're like 20 feet away, ain't you?
I think they played a cornhole tournament. If that doesn't
Cornhole. And that's what, back in my day, they called it something different. Beanbag toss or something. They put them tournaments on TV?
Yeah.
Should be able to do ping pong. You're pretty far away on ping pong.
That's true.
Or even tennis. I mean, they're
They're
far
two
away
people.
on tennis.
And a
it's
judge.
just the 2 people, yeah.
I could see you didn't have 10,000 people watching it.
Yeah, you wouldn't have people in the stands, but
Last time I played tennis, I got plantar fasciitis, if you don't know what that is. Basically, sore foot.
yeah.
Had a 2 stinking years, played tennis 20 minutes. And then somebody said, maybe your shoes aren't any good. I looked at the bottom of my shoes. It looked like I'd worn them for 25 years. I said, yeah, maybe I'll get a pair. I usually don't play tennis very often.
Yeah.
You know, walking from the car to the restaurant don't take that much.
Yeah.
Be glad when restaurants open up. I think they're coming up with a rule where you can eat outside. My wife loves doing that.
As long as it's not cold and rainy.
What? Because it's better than eating in the basement?
That's
At least she has some fresh air that way.
well, you hear mouse traps going off, it kind of throws off your meal. You know, what was that noise? Snap. Did you ever show the video of last week? If you didn't see, you gotta watch the first show. You know, I can't explain everything because I forget half what I tell you. Last week I told you I've had many dreams over the years of things I was going to be, and I tried out for this group one time, and I showed you a picture, but it didn't come out very good. Now Michael's got a picture of it. Can you show that picture of the when I tried out for that one group? There, is it up?
No, give me 1 second.
Technology. That's a picture of me. You'll know which one I am.
Maybe.
I'll describe the photo when it gets up. Or
Like a before and after.
yeah, that's like my
There we
sinus
go.
surgery all over. Is it up?
It's up.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, I tried that for the Blue Man group. The Blue Man's on the left. There I am drinking Diet Coke and eating a cookie. Imagine that. You can't get many photos of me not
that
eating,
better?
not eating something.
Were you twitching then too?
It's covering me.
Yeah, it looks just like you.
It does. That's my younger days. I had the same hairdo.
Should have worn the same shirt, and then it wouldn't know the difference.
I think I finally gave that shirt away to Salvation Army. I got so many shirts. I need to build a bigger house just for all my shirts. You have a lot of shirts?
A few. I don't have that many, though.
No, I got too many. Can you hear me? I'm not talking loud. There's that video. We got another video if you'd like to see it, Michael.
Oh, yeah? Another video already?
Yeah, remember that other one?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. This has got sound to it, so I'll shut up for a
Yeah,
minute.
you could talk there a little bit. It's not that long.
It's not that long. I forget.
Oh, what's that?
Hold on.
It's only 47 seconds.
Yeah.
This is wild. Watch this stuff. Then we'll talk about, is there really UFOs? Extraterrestrials. I can't say it. Is that what they say, ET? Nobody can say that word. Mm-hmm. Spell
This
extraterrestrials.
We're at the
ET.
Grange Hall exit on 75, and this is over the sky right now.
We're looking for volume, people.
If they
What
can hear it, you
the
can't. Hold on.
hell is
I don't
this?
hear it.
They were flickering lights, and there's a bunch of people pulled over on 75. What the fuck? They're changing colors? Yeah, but what is it?
Can they see me?
Yeah, you're right here. You see it. Yeah, you can still talk.
Well, I didn't want to pick my nose or anything.
See this?
All right, there you go.
That ended up being a lot of lights right there.
Yeah, that's
What do you guys think of that video?
yeah, that's what she's trying to figure out what it was.
See,
What is it? Bunch of drones?
military
Probably.
formation, and then they kept turning lights on and off.
Looks like a
and-
bunch of drones.
Yeah.
That's what
Why?
I don't know.
What would they
You
be
believe in
doing?
aliens? You think it's aliens?
I can't say there's not. I've never
I don't
really
think
seen it.
anybody
I
can
think
say
it'd be
there's
cool to
not.
see a UFO. Have you guys seen anything like that?
Nope.
I seen lights one time in Myrtle Beach. I'd seen something like that. All of a sudden, these lights lit up as something like that. So I don't know if that was 10 years ago, probably. Could drones do what it was doing? They would like going
10
back
years
and
ago? I
forth.
don't know.
Yeah, it was wild. But it wasn't like a real big UFO close to you. It was more like lights in the sky.
Was that taken near a military installation or anything?
She said by wherever I-75. I don't know where
Interstate 75. I don't even know I don't even know what state it was.
I have no clue. I didn't listen close enough.
But it's like Bigfoot.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
you can't. Nobody ever. You can't say there ain't none.
100%. Yeah.
But also,
yeah.
I'm not going to watch documentaries
It's gonna
until I
be-
see it in the news.
Well, I've watched them.
It could have happened right now, and they're just not talking
I've
about
been
it.
taken in by them videos on YouTube. YouTube, shame on you. They say Bigfoot caught on camera.
I don't believe
So I
it.
watched for 20 second minutes, and these guys are walking through the woods, crunching sticks. Wait a minute, I heard something.
Yeah.
I heard something too. Somebody farted. Really?
And that's
I'm
why I
waiting.
don't watch those.
And then they show you see something moving there. I'm really think I'm going to see something. I'm dumb enough. So you watch for 20 stinking minutes. I'm supposed to be somewhere. Wait a minute. I got to finish this. They finally found him. Then the video ends. They don't say nothing.
Yeah.
It's like some guy ought to come on and say, "Well, I guess that wasn't him." I mean,
Make up your own mind. Say, we showed you this. What do you think?
boy, he's elusive.
Yeah.
About 8
Big
feet,
time.
Right.
450 pounds, but
I mean, if it came out as real, it would be on Facebook in
really
5
quick.
minutes.
Well, yeah.
Like, if Bigfoot
It
was
would be.
real, that's why I
it
don't
would
watch
be
that
everywhere.
I don't know. He's very elusive. I mean, he sees a camera, he can dive out of.
No,
If
I
I
get
dive
it.
out, can you see me? Oh, I'm still.
Right. I'm not saying
that
he's
quick.
not real.
Don't know.
I
you
mean,
know.
they're always discovering new species all the time, like which is crazy.
Yeah, especially the ocean. They got some wild-looking creatures coming out of that thing. Next time you swim in the ocean, look at some of them wild creatures in that place. I used to swim in there when I was a kid. So now you see videos. A shark got a guy in 3 inches of water or something. Really? That's what you call a bad day, isn't it? I like to walk along the beach with the sand through my toes.
I'm glad you finished that.
I had that thing.
I don't know how old you are now, but
what's on my
I
feet?
don't know what's...
What?
I said, I know you're a little older now, but I don't know what's dragging through
What's
the sand.
dragging through the
What
sand?
yeah. A lot of stuff dragging, if you know what I mean. Not a drag. I got a question for you guys. Anybody out there? What's the deal with this eBay?
I don't know. What about it?
You got too many. You got too many things for old people. You got Twitter. We already had text. Do you really need Twitter? You got Twitter. You got text. You got what's that one with the bird flying? Tweet.
Twitter.
That's what Twitter.
That's Twitter. I thought that's too. Send me a tweet. I mean, really?
Got a Twitter.
Who made that up? Can you, big macho guy? Send me a tweet, will you? What I say is a tweet is when I have a cookie or something. You want a tweet? I'm texting. I can text people. My sisters, they're older than me. They're so old, they're asking me for technical advice. I know they're watching. They're way smarter than me, but when it comes to technology stuff that we never did our whole lives,
You're in the younger generation compared to them.
well, we're stuck because we outlived ourselves.
So you got a VCR? I can take care of that.
I do have a VCR. I'm still using what's the
8-track
word?
player?
Not quite. My wife's got an 8-track player,
What is it,
and
Betamax?
she's got one. What? No, I was thinking where you play music. What's that called?
A record player?
No. Before that, what was that thing? No, before cassettes. What was them things?
There was 8-track players.
Is that what it is? That's
guess
not
so.
video 8-track. Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's a
audio.
big boxy thing, but it's music.
I'm having a
It's 8-track.
senior moment. But the only song she's got, I think, is Rex Smith. Anybody remember Rex Smith?
I know the name.
No.
Well, do you remember him then?
No, I'm just saying.
What's his social security number?
name is familiar.
Rex Smith.
I don't remember what he sang.
He was okay. He did a couple acting things. That's back before videos.
Before music videos. Well, you said acting.
Before the beginning of time,
Before picture
there was
boxes.
Rex Smith.
Back before they had talkies. And
The silent movie. I'd have been better in silent. I don't have a great voice. I'm hoarse, but I had that darn sinus surgery. I thought I like to sing and play guitar. Ain't that good. Remember, I went to Nashville 20 years ago. Still waiting on the call.
Yeah.
I had that sinus surgery. I thought it was going to come out. I told cousin Paul he plays drums, and I thought maybe I'll come out like Pavarotti or something, Figaro, or something like that. But I still got the same hoarse voice, so I was a little disappointed. I'm not going to go do it again because that was rough. I'll show you a picture later. Now I keep talking about it. I will. We'll put up online when we figure out how to do it. Pictures of my videos, and some of my close friends have seen them, and some of them go running when I ask if you want to see a surgery, that butt surgery I had, picture of me. I'm always shocked when somebody says, yeah.
you'll see a butt
I say,
surgery?
you do?
Yeah.
Butt
It doesn't
surgery?
show anything. And some of you out there have seen it, so I don't know if we're allowed to put it on air. It doesn't show anything. It looks like a frog. I mean, is that Johnny or a frog's butt?
surgery.
You can't even tell what it is. But I'm a little mad because my mom, may she rest in peace, way back when I had a double hernia. I went to Florida to stay with her so she could take care of me. So afterward, it was nasty. So I asked my mom to take a picture. I covered up, stuff that you don't want your mom seeing. And then I was made, we got the film back, and that's when you had to take a film. The drug it came back, and there wasn't nothing on it.
What?
I think she did it on purpose.
She put her thumb in front or something?
She probably thought it was stupid.
She's like, I'm not taking this.
Because I like to take a picture of my film. I mean, you get to that pain, you might as well get something you can show somebody years later.
Yeah. See what I
Right.
went through?
It's like a scrapbook. I got it on my phone. Anyway, what was I talking about? eBay? You sell stuff on there, don't you?
Or buy stuff.
Just browse.
You don't have to just
Buy and sell. Oh wow!
Yeah.
Because I thought I got a few extra pair of underwear. Well, during this epidemic, you know,
Did you sign 'em?
I had to save.
It might be worth more.
Ooh, maybe I'll wait a couple more weeks till we get 3 more people watching this.
Yeah, if you want to support this,
Get a pair of Johnny's support.
go to Johnny Kincaid's eBay.
I've supported myself long enough with my underpants. Now they're for sale. We'll clean them first. You got a washer and dryer?
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Think about it.
I'm sitting here. He's got a freezer over there.
Wash them in the sink.
That's a lot of work.
Dry them on your head when you go outside.
That's where I've been washing my real face mask. I do have a real face mask I wear, believe it or not. In fact, I washed 2 of them in the sink today, and then I hung them up to dry. Somebody said put them in the dryer, but I don't know if I trust it. I think they'll shrink. They're kind of tight now, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want to put on and just have it cover one of my eyes. You know, well, no, you're not supposed to cover your eyes. Don't do that, especially when you're driving. It covers one nostril. I'm protected. Wait a minute, I caught that stuff. That is serious stuff. You don't want to catch it because if you hear the rest of that interview, he's a frontline worker. He's seen some nasty stuff. So be careful out there. You see somebody weird in the store, like this guy, stay 6 or 10 feet away. Have you ever sold anything on eBay? Not the eBay.
eBay.
No, I've never sold anything, but I've bought stuff. Nothing not important. Nothing crazy.
Some people sell everything on that stuff.
Yeah, you can buy anything you want on there.
The other thing I hate is flea markets. We got friends that go in flea markets. Well, I know I don't go. They buy and sell stuff. My wife and I set something. We were selling healthcare vitamins a long time. You can tell I'm in such great shape. But we were selling these vitamins, so we got a brilliant idea. Hey, let's set up a booth.
Yeah.
So we set up a booth. We sat there for 4 hours. Not one person. They kept walking by. They kind of look at you, and then I don't think so. Keep going.
Yeah.
So, needless to say, we didn't last very long. Yeah. I think we set up a TV and ran a ad. Even we didn't want to watch it. We took off for a few hours. Yeah.
Somebody might watch this as they walk by.
Take a pamphlet, please.
Yeah.
But we did have some good health products. They went out of business. Amazing not. It's like my music career. If anybody from Nashville is calling, Johnny Kincaid, call Michael, 867-5309. He'll get a hold of me.
I'll give him a good time.
I'll give him a good time.
Is that why they haven't got a hold of you?
If they call.
He just gives them a good time and he never gets back to you?
They'd probably do better if I had a pretty girl answering the phone. Hey, that's a Johnny's.
I'll give you a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you go in the bathroom stall, they write that stuff.
This is for mature audiences. If you have little kids watching this, for one thing, what's your kid watching this for?
Don't teach them to read those signs.
Don't teach them to read. What I hate about these bathrooms, my wife will tell you the truth if she ever comes on this fiasco. And I've went in the wrong bathroom by mistake twice. Once in Philadelphia. I couldn't read.
Spanish.
Instead of writing a word, they had pictures. I'm trying to think,
Yeah.
which one am I? And regardless, where a guy like me starts walking in, a woman will stop you. It's not like, you feel like a woman today? No, they say,
What are you
can
doing?
I help you? Or are you going in wrong? Sorry, I couldn't read the picture. I mean,
It's those days when you're wearing a dress, you get confused. You see.
yeah. Why can't they write the word on there? Even if you can't speak English?
Yeah.
Here's a Johnny tip. Get your pencils out, people. Men, 3 letters. Women, 5, doesn't it? So if you see a longer word, it's a women's room. If you draw a picture with a dress or something looks weird, or they say blokes and whatever the other word is, Outback does that.
I had an idea.
Wait a minute. Wait,
On the doors should be.
Wait. Okay, go.
It should only have an M or a W. You know, like a man, like he's peeing in the middle, be coming down, and then the girl, the W's upside down, so it's like she's sitting. That's like her butt. That'd be easy to remember.
We need like a. Where's Picasso when you need Picasso? There's a funny
Come
name.
out in the middle, and then the W goes up like that. So
If I were opening up a store,
that would be easy to remember.
How about you hire a man to stand there? Dude,
Direct
you go in here.
Direct you.
I bet we could do that. Maybe we'll have to do a remote shot. I'll stand at the bathroom with a sign. In there, dude.
Send them the wrong way.
Maybe hand out some brochures. Here, check out Michael's podcast. Here you go. They might think you're weird. I've been to restaurants where there's a guy taking money and make so you can go. You imagine if you had to go real bad? God, I ain't getting this. You take credit card? I gotta go. It costs you $300. You get a bill back. Man, that's from Walmart, you know.
Giving you cologne and mints and a warm towel. And
I have been a place where I think it had back in my day because I'm old.
Back in my day,
You had to put money in a slot, and then
yeah.
they got smart because if a door wasn't low enough, you could squeeze under it.
Yeah.
You know, not that I ever did that. But when the door's so low, you know, only a rat could get under or something. Human being couldn't fit under it.
Bottle pop machines where they had that long door and you put the money in and then you have to pull the bottle out. Remember those?
No.
Some people, they try to pull like two bottles at the same time.
Wait, listen to this. Woo. Ooh. Hey, that's live TV.
Just hearing that makes you jerk.
Don't do that while he's drinking.
Woo! Shoulder's going wild now.
Yeah, that does make. I swear to God, I'll tell you what. I've been attending them doctors on this because I remember when I first did. I said after a while, I said, "Man, I got to quit doing it. This is going to be a habit." 27 years later, guess what? It's a habit.
Yeah.
I went to a shrink. They had me on medication for, you know that thing where you bellow out cuss words and stuff?
Tourette's.
Yeah, Tourette's syndrome. Mm-hmm. They put me on medication for that.
Sheesh. Wow.
I knew I didn't have it because I'd start bellow out something. I couldn't think of the word. It's like, because I'm forgetful.
Yeah. Like, wait, what was that word?
That'd be a tough disease to have, especially in church. Bow your heads. Son of a bitch! Or you walk down the street, some guy looks pretty mean, and you cuss him out.
And he doesn't realize.
That'd be horrible.
Yeah.
It happened to me the other day. I think the guy would just cuss me out. I don't think he had.
You're like, there's a lot of people with Tourette's around here.
That's my parking spot, buddy. I'm parking at the dollar store, one of my favorite stores. What I hate, you go in a real dollar store, it's more than $1. It should call it Dollar Plus, right? I think there's one in the store. I think it's called Dollar Tree. We're not
Why
doing.
is the dollar in the name?
Starts at $1.
It's $1. It's more than one. Give me $1, $2. It's like an auctioneer. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Get a little pad, and that's $3. It's at $3. I thought it was $1.
Back in your time when they had
There's a credit card.
Back when they had 5 and dime stores, everything was a nickel and a dime. Is that how that worked too?
It was.
I don't know. I'm asking because you
You're
said the
asking
dollar store should be $1. Well, 5 and dime store, everything should be.
What
a
am
nickel
I,
or a
the
dime.
board of price control?
I'm just asking. You're saying about the dollar store. It's like, what's the difference?
But there is a store called, I think, Dollar Tree.
Or even like 99
where everything's $1.
Or 99-cent store. They've got.
Give me a pack of gum. That's $1.
Yeah.
How about the big screen TV? $1. So for your big ticket items, go there.
Yeah.
If you want a candy bar, you get screwed.
Yeah. Yeah, some of that you got to watch because you could pay more because it's $1. You go somewhere else to be a nickel, so you're paying a lot more.
That's 95 cents. Hey, I'm on a math major, but would you guys get in any? Would you guys get in any particular
extra 95 cents?
Can't think of the word. Classes or curriculum or whatever in school. Obviously, I wouldn't.
About math or anything.
Well, anything. We're not.
Yeah.
Math only.
Well, we were talking about money.
This is the math channel.
Talking about money, so I don't know where you're going.
Now, any subject. Go ahead.
Everybody goes to school. What do you mean?
Because they make you. How many people would have went if you could have got out of it? Nobody.
Not most of anybody, yeah.
Would you still be smart? I don't know.
Be like in general, not.
It didn't work for me.
Smart.
You mean like street smart?
Yeah.
That's what I am, street smart.
Yeah.
Not really, because thank God for that thing, where it tells you where to go in your car. What's that called?
GPS.
That's it. I couldn't think of the name. ABC. What was it? GPS.
Yeah, GPS.
Because I can't think of street names. I can tell you how to get there.
Smart.
Well, turn left at the gas station, turn right where that guy's selling dead chickens, and go up 2 more roads past that cemetery.
Yeah.
And I used to drive a long way to work back when I was working my real job. And I thought one day, man, I knew how to get there. I'd take a different road. I don't know the names of roads. I'm thinking, what if I start having a heart attack or something? I call the operator and say, where are you at? I say, in my car.
Yeah.
What's your location? I'm in my damn car. How many times I got to say it?
I'm on the way to work.
I just went past a gas station. I turned left at the dollar store, bought a pack of gum.
Yeah.
I'd seen the price, and I got chest pains. So I think I tried to, like me, I do everything half-ass. So I wrote down a couple of roads. So it cut my chances in half anyway. Well, if I have a problem on halfway to work, I'll be okay.
So I'm assuming you have like a whole notepad full of roads and directions.
I can't find where they are. I got notes everywhere, believe me. When I die, my wife will find notes about stuff
And
right now,
not understand any of
probably.
them.
Here's the notes for that thing 20 years ago. Well, I wrote all the songs at my wedding, thank God. We recorded them because if I'd have done it live, because I remember wedding day, there were about 120 people there. And in fact, it's coming up. I won't tell you the date. I don't want you guys going. Johnny's wedding. Like it's going to be on there. But, man, I was nervous. You were there.
Yeah.
I didn't know him, but... and I couldn't have played guitar. I was like this. It was like 12-pack of Mountain Dew, and I didn't even drink any, It was a fun day once I got through the service,
Right.
What was I talking about besides my wedding?
You said you wrote the songs.
Oh, I wrote the songs. Why did I write them? Nashville called me.
Yeah.
I wrote songs.
And then I played a couple songs at a funeral, and, of course, I forgot the words halfway through. Thank God I didn't use their names, because it would have been, Bill. Oh, wait a minute. You're not Bill. That was last week. Bill was a good man. His name's Frank. Frank was a good guy, too. Got to ad-lib.
Yeah.
I don't know how them guys did. I've seen several concerts. How do they remember all the words? Because I played a couple times in public. I got to close my eyes or look at my notes, because if I look at it some, I'm thinking, what's for lunch? I don't know how that... Oh, practice. That's the thing I didn't do.
Memorization skills.
I do procrastinate, and I can prove it. I'll bring the tape in later. I'll show you.
Of procrastination?
I got a procrastination tape. It's audio.
It's not you procrastinating.
It's not me. It's the actual audio tape, how not to procrastinate. Now, that's a true story, honest God. It was in the wrapper for 2 years before I opened it. It's the truth.
That was the first.
And I kept, about every few weeks, I'd ask my wife,
where is it?
Have you seen that cassette? It would move to different places. It moved around. How? Have we got ghosts in the house or what? What's happening to my cassette? Because I'd be worried about it. But wake up in the night, where's that cassette? I might want to listen. It bugs me.
Oh, shoot.
I procrastinate, but I worry about it. I don't procrastinate to worry. I procrastinate to actually doing it.
When you first popped the tape in, it said, now, that was the first lesson. How long did it take you to pop this tape in?
That's what it said. I don't know. I haven't listened to it yet. No, I did listen to 5 minutes of it. I was in a big hurry, had an important engagement. There was something on TV, I think. Hey, I'm going to start watching it. Wait a minute. They're talking about eBay on TV. Wait, I'll listen to that later. Every once in a while I run across, when I'm looking for a notepad or something, there's that cassette. No, not cassette. CD. What's the ones you listen to? CD. Act like I'm dumb here. What? How do you remember them things? CD, DVD? I mean, I had a pair of underwear DVDs or something. Or what they called?
BVDs?
BVDs. I had to Google that one time. I asked Brent, I said, was there some underwear called BVDs? Because I was a little confused with all the lettering.
I didn't know.
You got the CDC. You got the ABCs. You learn your ABCs.
Tidy Whities.
Maybe Tidy Whities. I really don't fit in with ABCs. Tidy Whities. How about green ones?
Well, you said BVDs, so I was coming up with other underwear.
Tidy Whities. This show where you'll hear a lot of information. Different. And we ought to do a contest. Who can name the most different kinds of underwear? I got one off. What was the one? That show on Michael Jordan's on. You guys watch that? The Last Dance?
I did a little bit.
That's pretty good. Yeah. If sports fans, it's on ESPN, I think.
I got to catch up with it still.
Well, I got to catch up because I record these talk shows, not to talk over you. But,
you're fine.
And I'm watching. They start talking about the documentary I've put off watching. So I got to fast forward it.
Right.
So now I've caught up to it. So now they can say anything they want. I watch some of them talks sport. Ain't much sports now. They're talking about how about them Browns. And I'm a Browns fan. I know. Don't send in letters saying the Browns suck. We know they suck. Who do you think we are? I'm old enough. I remember back in '64 when they won it with Jimmy Brown, and that's when I started watching with my dad back in. You know how long that's been, Michael? 64 to now. I said, do you know?
64 to now.
Yep, you're right.
50,
How long was it?
55 years.
It's 55?
Yeah.
Well, I'll check with Google later. 55 years. I wasn't good in math. I was good in spelling. I can spell math.
You can spell math?
Yeah, M-A-T-H.
What about arithmetic? Can you spell that?
R.
Yeah.
Why they call it the 3 R's? That didn't make sense to me.
Just to, I don't know, be able to remember it.
You got reading.
Writing and arithmetic.
Reading does start with an R, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Writing starts with W.
It's getting close to time to wrapping it up.
And arithmetic. Hey, it's getting close. What should we say? Bye.
Yeah. Anything else to
Say
say?
bye anytime.
You can keep talking about arithmetic and whatever.
We can run over.
Tidy
I don't want to leave them hanging.
Yeah.
You got what do you want to hear about? Tidy Whities or arithmetic? I can spell arithmetic. Starts with an A. That's stop it.
some murder hornets.
But they call it the 3 R's. I heard that hornet thing is not going to be a bad story.
Yeah.
Is it?
No, I don't think it is.
You can't believe everything needs
Yeah.
me. We really don't need them because I see a little bumblebee in the yard and I'm jumping around like Jackie Chan. I swear to God, people drive by my house. Usually my wife mows, but the one time I mowed 7, 8 years ago, a bee comes in, and I was dodging. It looked like doing some Matrix moves.
Johnny still's got that twinge.
That's how I got. I was doing a move. I did that once too. I was a pitcher back in school. I don't know how I did it. I was 5'10", and a friend of mine can vouch for it. And a guy hit a line drive back at me, bell high. Somehow I stooped down and got under it. That's impossible, isn't it? I couldn't do it now because I get about here and something would crack. Yeah. But he hit a ball that high off the ground, and I ducked under it somehow. How much Mountain Dew was I drinking then, you think?
Yeah. Good reflexes.
That's when I first discovered Mountain Dew.
All right.
They have one more thing. I want to talk about something. I'm pretty high. I'm pretty hyped up right now. First, I thought the show was going to be lame, and then drink some Mountain Dew, and it helps. Anyway, back when that Mountain Dew came out, everybody drank Pepsi, or Coke. Then Mountain Dew, I'm a wild guy, which I'm not. I want to try Mountain Dew, and the commercial was like these hillbillies. Mm-hmm. They even have a commercial Mountain Dew anymore?
Depends.
You don't see Coke commercial in there, do you?
Yeah,
They still have
every
some.
now and then.
I know why.
It's mostly about,
I fast forward all the commercials.
Yeah.
Coke, come on, where you at? I know where they're at.
Nobody makes
I'm
commercials.
fast forwarding everything. I tried to watch some Super Bowl commercials. Best commercials ever. My wife and I are sitting there. 2 hours later, we're waiting on one that's going to change my life. Still don't see it. So we start fast forwarding everything.
Then you go past it.
Go past what?
The commercial that you're looking for.
I just can't stand watching them, man. I record everything, even the Brown. Most time, record the Browns because they're going to get blown out. So I'll fast forward. When it starts looking bad, I go, I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend 4 hours. It's bad enough when you get a game. I'm hoping to get a game. I'm going to record something up there. I'd sit in the dog pound first row, and I'm going to do some recording. If we're still on the air, then that's a long way off.
Yeah.
I hope they play football. Anyway,
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Michael's giving me a thing like it's like 8 o'clock. He's got to go to bed because he just got up at 5. He's having a midnight snack at 8 p.m. But anyway,
Time. Yep.
anyway, good seeing you. Check us out on Johnny Kincaid. What's the name of it?
Johnny Kincaid's podcast.
I got 2 out of 3 words. Johnny Kincaid podcast. We'll see you. Have a great week. We'll see you next week.
See you later.
Bye.